Hello and welcome back to the episode of Gregtech 6. Last episode I clumsily go after tungsten to make it itself. What I found that I was not prepared, so I end up with more time just trying to get stuff ready than actually ready. This time it won't be that much different, but it'll be more better paced at. So let us go. Now continue where we left off. We have this little sodium bisulfate I told you before, but I forgot to check the processing of it. That is electrolyzing, and I'm gonna get some hydrogen that I require to actually make the tungsten. However, to make tungsten I require 6 of it, so it's just a bit, but it will give me at least a bit to start it. I have made another electrolyzer and moved the engine from here to here so I can actually use it. Then I flick the switch and it's time to burn the sodium biphosphate to turn into phosphate and have the hydrogen here. But as before, I'm gonna have it less than we require. But here we have a batting with some hydrogen I made by beforehand. Now let's just get some more. This thing it still have to dry. Ah, crap. We need to go for a good start, isn't it? Already messing stuff out. Let's put this one here and click the switch. And there it goes. And drop into the floor. I have to fix that. One issue thing is that we're gonna get water from it. It might seem like it's something you don't want, but one thing that when we start to think about Gregtech, there is a lot of reuse. So Greg is kind of green that he has reuse stuff here. We got some water here that if we can it run, a drum full of water. If we place back into this electrolyzer here with the sodium, and flick it, it's going to break the water into hydrogen. If I actually could empty it. Let's put one here to pick the hydrogen. So why you don't output? I also forget that if it is set to fill up, eventually it don't receive the hydrogen. Now it's breaking the water into oxygen and hydrogen, and we gain the same amount we get as we use it of hydrogen. So you can actually get a single bronze run of it, and as long as you have electrolyzing breaking it back, it can become a cycle. It's going to repeat it into a lot of places. And speaking of which, let's get the remaining tungsten and put it to work into my previous setup here. Yay, this time I brought my tool. I am quite impressed with this setup here to turn the CO2 gas into carbon. I didn't think too much of it before, but with my diesel engines running so much time, I am having a good amount of carbon those two item barrel plastic down there are already full of carbon, and I started stocking it. Even with just some walking, it's pile very quickly. Yeah, this is gonna take a while to get empty. Okay, my setup made enough plates for what I need right away. So let's go into the other part of it. Let me take this away. Take you with me. I already have one inside, so I hit put our carbon here. Let's make it tungsten with carbon, because it's the only way for now. Let's make a nice batch, a full crucible full of it. Now let's pick it up. It's empty, and now I have 16 tungsten carbide plates. Now with everything into my grasp, let's actually start to use it. First, let's make something that is very well known for. Oh, should be at least. It's a wrench. A smelting crucible of tungsten, one of the ultimate ones for now. Now let's combine it to make the very powerful smelter. Crucible of tungsten, steel pipes and fluids, bricks and copper plates. I believe I have everything here. And where is my bricks? I believe it's something like this. Here, rear. This one here, and the last piece. Congratulations! We now have an smelter. As the price say, it is a liquid metal. Now we can use this to melting almost any type of metal into the game. So instead of doing the crucible here, I can do it right now. So let's say I want to make some, let's make some long sticks. Like we have an ingot from my setup here, I want to make long sticks, and I have to melt it down. I can now just grab some. What I am lacking? I think not much actually. So pretend I want to make a steel long rod. Go into the smelter, put the ingot. Yeah. Something was forgotten. This. And light it up. Now it's going to slowly melt it down. Because this is just a normal burning box of Inver, it's not the dense one, so it's gonna take some time for it. And now we have it molten here, and here it can output into pipes, tanks, anything, or it was already in there. And we got our long steel rod here, so I can use this to melt down most of stuff instead of the crucible and put into tanks and motors. So let's turn it up again. I believe I do still have one drum left. There's duplicate. Said water, more soldering. This one is empty. Like I'm gonna very soon start galvanizing a lot of stuff, so I'm gonna require a lot of molten zinc. So I can just place the zinc here. Place the drum right here. And I'm gonna do. And as you see, I'm gonna do 24 at once. Can do about 10,000 process by run. And it's about to finish. A drone that is completely empty. Yeah, now having a lot of zinc. Very nice and dandy. And this is a bit slow, so let us change it a bit. And you can return to where you belong. I can even do this with the almighty and powerful tungsten that I just made. And place the mold of tantalum here, don't forget that. And it become more plates if I need it. And there it is. Molten tungsten. Now I am a bit curious with the I must hit my face against the hot thing. Hot mold. Not a death for me. I'm gonna have if I put 7 here. I'm gonna have the 4 ingots, or I'm gonna have a little loss. So let's make a little test, shall we? It's a sacrifice I am willing to make. And that is tungsten plate. I'll have here up 7 mode 4 ingots. And let's see. Now this can be used together with the other metals to kind of trivialize some of the crucible smelting here. Some alloys like this stainless steel here that has a molten form here, as you can see here. I can select card to make it into a mixer using molten chromium, molten invar, molten iron, and molten manganese, or molten nickel to make it. So instead of having a crucible here, I could have a smelter receiving the items and outputting into a mixer, and the mixer outputting into the molds. And we got 3 and a little bit of here. So yes, there is a little loss if you go this round here. It's the same as the crucible after all. Now for the next one, that's using the material this I get that is this tungsten carbide. Let's make it an extruder of invar this time. Require double thin carbide plates and this buzzsaw. Let's kind of quickly make it. One buzzsaw. Now gonna require 3 double carbides. Let's make it more. Let's make it all I can. Now some invar. A casing, a robust casing probably, and 2 gears. 2 gears, robust, and let us go. A diamond dust and a wrench. Maybe, yes. Extruding of invar, just like the low heating. Now I also have to make the shapes for it. That's why I have to make this little extra here. I need to yes, I have to prepare. Correct. Been so long I forgot. Of these make only 3. But this is where the fun begins. Of course, the first one we're gonna make is cut into curved plates and then cut again to make it normal pipes. We can do the other one to make it small pipes. So that's gonna help me building stuff around here that use pipes a lot faster than hammering down plates and everything else. So which one should I go? I would want both to be very true, because I can only use the normal pipes for traveling, but for that I can actually use the low version, so small pipe it is. The other ones are gonna think about it later. And it works just like the other extruder. A heat source. Always check your tool heresy. This is a wrench level 2, so we can actually do this. Put it right here. Then grab my stainless steel. Put inside and go. What happened here? Really? Really? It's medium voltage. But this is medium tier. I just need to have a stronger burning box. Let's see. Even though I'm gonna have those two working, There are some stuff that still need to be made into the crucible. Mostly for now, the iron recipes need to be made into the crucible. I cannot actually melt down carbon to mix with the hematite and calcite to make stuff. And also some alloys like the tungsten carbide that I made is only made possible into the crucible. There is no molten recipe for it. So still gonna need this, and out of course steel. I can melt down iron, but I cannot actually inject some air on it or oxygen to make steel. So the steel maker is still going to be useful later on. And I found some other way to actually process iron that I might do later on. Because for now it is very manual. But later on I plan to have here some rigs to automate material to me. Those complex material. Have one setup to make aluminum, one to make the tungsten, one to make titanium, and so on. But for now it's manually. I could have just used the smelter, couldn't I? Okay, let's do this. 2 small chromium pipes. Now they go both sides. I have bricks on the floor. I have this here. I forgot already. Yes. Chromium plates. And the wrench make the burning box liquid chromium. 112. Wrench level 3. Oh, my meteoric one does not fill the requirement. If I place it down, I have to make a stronger one. Luckily, I can actually mix tungsten with steel to make tungsteel. That's heavy, 5,000 durability and it's 4 quality. So if things come to push, I just need to make it happen. I'll make a chromium wrench. It's quality 3. Don't have too much durability, but I won't be moving this very often. So yeah, I'm gonna place it right here. Now will you work, please? Thank you. Now I can make a stainless steel pipe and other materials more easily. Oh my. But the reason I have this over here is for other stuff I'm gonna do later on. And I'm gonna require some materials. Why aren't you... Is this seriously? Only one at a time? Huh. That's new. Anyway, you can stop. By the way, you probably want to use the smelter more often than the extruder for there's no specific stuff like making pipes or anything more complex than the mold can do for you. For the reason that the extruder, for being extremely convenient, it uses 4 times the amount of power to actually do any work. So while this one here, while it only takes 73,000 heat units to melt it into the smelter, if you do it to the extruder to make the same stuff like making a plate or anything, it's gonna be 4 times this, because it is super convenient. So Greg made it uses 4 more time energy, but that's nothing really new to be true. Since Gregtech 5, Extruder is more convenient but uses more power, so that's not a big deal. And just to show you I was not talking out of myself, is the smelter. I have enough material to make 1 ingot of stainless steel. Let's put everything here onto the chest. It's gonna get mounted down and then be outputted. Since it's 4 items, I require at least 4 ways, and be one that the mixer don't have a very huge internal storage for the multi-metals. And there's a burning box, não é the chromium. Don't want to melt down my smelter. And sector tag of 4 because it is 4 materials, so now turn it on and be slowly making enough material. And it is on the wrong side because the liquid output is on the back. And there it goes. I made stainless steel into the smelter. So instead of doing there, I can do it right here with enough materials. But as I said, the interpretation that you don't have a huge storage like the other ones. It might even get a little stuck. It's on. It actually got everything in here. I heard Beck say that it could not handle all of it. Maybe it was something wrong. Oh, he just was too fast for the system. Now this one here kind of make it pointless, the stainless steel and the inverse setup. Aside the fact that this one will work then with no problem. While to make the mixer working, you need to have a selector tag setting the amount of material it's going to make. The hopper is getting, but the other one did not get. I don't know. I have made a lot of progress. Now I have things to start wrapping up and start to actually evolve my place here. Next episode I guess I'm gonna start working to make some electricity and make galvanized steel. I have not processed yet my limonite here. It's all here. And I have some amount of rogue iron here. This hopper here is full and there is more than a stack here. So I can make everything into steel ingots to work with the galvanized stuff. because a lot of stuff that they're going to start doing very soon require electricity, and make the things that power it, it's a lot more simple than making a turbine. To make an electric heater, for example, just robust galvanized steel machine and some screws and wires. Machine também is relatively simple. But I believe the rotor I won't be making very soon. Electric motor requires just a steel gear, a hole, magnetic rod, screws. For those that use rotation, I think I'm gonna still keep using my diesel engines. They are efficient and knock. But for the other ones, I probably gonna switch for electric stuff very soonish. And 9 stainless steel. Anyway. It was on God. Thank you so much for watching.